Attention! Diamond Dogs! Even with Skullface dead, our brothers are unavenged. And the phantom pain he brought us lives on. Cypher is still out there. We know they've planted spies, parasites among us. Watch the man to your left, to your right. Assume nothing. Report everything. It's the only way to protect ourselves. From here on out, you will be my eyes. The deadliest enemy's right here in our midst. And they will get no mercy.
Even with Skullface dead, our pain is still right with us. We need more strength. We need more men. Diamond Dogs needs to be bigger. Missions have come in too. We still have a long road ahead of us.
But first, I think I need a shower. It's been quite the day. Is there anything in particular we want to do here? Or just get back on some missions? What is this? Battle gear hangar. Yeah, how is that thing going that he was making? We've not really seen anything of that yet, huh? Anything worth developing? New night vision, a new eye droid. That's about it. I mean, I guess, I'm not really that bothered. Don't leave that many marks, and it just adds us more marks to place on the map, from what I can tell. Anything for our buddies. Need a blueprint for that. So yeah, we'll probably get that. We've got some tapes to listen to. I guess we could do that on the fly over to that.
Roger.
Whatever it is.
This is B-Quad.
R&D area, is it? Where even was it? Down here, R&D.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Heading for objective.
Emmerich didn't go with depleted uranium for Sahelanthropus' armor because of its strength.
He had nukes in mind.
Exactly. It's meant to use its body as the fuel component for a nuclear weapon. Sahelanthropus uses built-in uranium enrichment Archaea to melt its own body and extract uranium-235 from the depleted uranium in its armor. Those Archaea perform the enrichment in an extremely short time. The concentration jumps by a factor of several hundred, from 0.2% to over 90%. The end result being highly enriched weapons-grade uranium. Sahelanthropus's body itself becomes a nuclear bomb. Emmerich says if it were to self-destruct, the nuclear yield would be somewhere in the region of 15 kilotons. Since you need about 50 kilograms of highly enriched uranium to trigger a nuclear reaction, that would mean Sahelanthropus contains something like 23 tons of depleted uranium.
That's not very much.
No, it isn't. That's about what you'd expect to find in a main battle tank's armor. The point is, it can be transported anywhere, even use its conventional weaponry on the battlefield, and the international community will never suspect a thing. I just received word from the R&D team and the transport team out of Afghanistan. They finished installing Sahelanthropus on the base. It's ours now.
All right. Don't let any of the staff touch that thing. Especially Emmerich.
Of course. That guy's crush on Sahelanthropus is beyond a joke. Guess he really wants to see his tech stand on its own two legs this time.
That's not gonna happen.
I know it. So you've got no plans to make it operational again?
Damn right.
Boss, I want to hear it straight from you.
Hear what?
What the hell do you want with that thing? The drive is busted. It's not like it has a nuke on board. Even if the metallic archaea could turn it into a nuclear weapon, all it can do is self-destruct. Sahelanthropus just isn't a weapon anymore. It'll draw unwanted attention without even being a deterrent.
I know.
The weapons development strut sank 2 feet under that thing's weight. That's 1 year's drop in a single night. We've started on reinforcing the strut, but there's no guarantee it'll hold up if a storm hits.
I know that too.
Boss, why keep it?
It's a mark. Us Diamond Dogs, we don't have a country to call home. That means we have no past, nothing to prove that we lived. Every one of us threw it all away when we came here. Sahelanthropus is a symbol to show that the likes of us brought at least one crisis to its end.
A mark in history. So we can't just fade away.
It's of no practical use to us. But we still need it.
A symbol of what we've done. I'm glad I sounded you out on this. Snake, on behalf of all of us, I want to thank you.
I don't need gratitude. I need security. Keep Emmerich away from that thing.
Roger that.
Welcome home, boss.
You said that the nuke Skullface was trying to spread around the world were equipped with a failsafe. Something that could shut them down at will. His will.
Quite so. After all, he needed a guarantee that a buyer wouldn't simply turn the weapons back on him.
So how can they be stopped?
The criticality trigger, that is, the detonator, is a complete black box design. Any attempt to dismantle it causes it to melt in seconds, using the corroding archaea. The design ensures that no detonation is possible unless he disengages the lock.
So he had a way to disengage it remotely.
Precisely. The client simply presses a button. At that moment, the detonator begins transmission with a surveillance satellite. The satellite reports to him how the client is trying to use the nuke. If he does not object, the lock is disengaged.
But if it's a risk to him in any way...
The detonator melts down. The same is true if detonation does not occur within a preset time after the lock is disengaged. The nuke is rendered useless.
Who the hell would buy something with strings attached like that?
The client would never know until the moment they actually tried to use it. Most likely, he would have explained the time delay as the detonators needing time to activate. And he only intended to sell to technologically primitive groups in the first place.
Let me guess. He'd claim it was defective and offer a replacement. Shadier than a used car salesman.
Skullface shakes your hand like a friend, using the other to control you like a puppet. this is how he works.
Code Talker. Haven't seen you eat a single thing since you got here. Let me guess. Photosynthesis?
Oh? What makes you say that?
Well, a long time ago, I knew someone with a similar ability.
Well, you are correct. Most of my body is covered with parasites. I supply them with water, and in return, I receive sugars they produce when exposed to light.
Uh-huh.
It isn't just my skin either. The parasites also act as my eyes. They have replaced many of my internal organs as well. It is thanks to them that I live on after over a century.
How did you obtain them anyway? Through your research?
I would like to say as much, but there is more to it than that. Let me take you back 20 years. I had hit a dead end with my parasite research. Then I was approached by a foundation. They said they had a sample of an unusual strain of parasite.
Which foundation?
Apparently, they had links to ARPA. But that is all I learned. I was somewhat ignorant of the ways of the world. Just being able to study it was enough for me.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Go on.
Half in doubt, I visited them to discover the body of an old man. Well, to be precise, his partial remains. A collection of parts, you could say. The man had died in an explosion.
An old man, you say?
His flesh had not decomposed. In fact, the tissue's cells were still metabolizing. The parasite had infected, or should I say assimilated with, the tissues, and was keeping them alive. I became obsessed with studying the body parts, foregoing food and even sleep. Every day was filled with new discoveries. The parasite's biology, internal anatomy, life cycle. But there was only so much I could learn through observation. And so I made a decision. To truly know the parasites, I had to live with them.
So, you implanted them inside you from the dead man's flesh?
Correct. It was quite a gamble, whether or not they would adapt to me. But fortunately, it appears I was compatible with them. Or perhaps, through my many years of research, my immune system learned to tolerate them.
Were they that body's only parasite?
Yes. However, there was a separate specimen that supplied its host with adrenaline in response to pain, and yet another that could control insects at will through secreting heterogeneous pheromones. I wanted exposure to them, to take them into me, but my wishes were denied. Their records, though, provided clues that helped advance my research. Would you care to join me? A life spent never worrying about food is a most wonderful one.
I think I'll pass. But thanks. This has been helpful.
Skullface has finally burned out. The world is rid of his existence at last.
Was he still alive?
You could say that. But you could also say he'd been dead for decades.
What's that supposed to mean?
Biologically speaking, it's hard to say how much was his life.
Side effects from the treatment?
No, the primary effect. Keeping a dying host alive as long as possible. That is the whole point. But in the end, he grew too dependent on his children. As if he had any other way to keep on living. He first underwent parasite therapy before the Soviet Union became his home. His body was horribly burned. Fire washed across his thin, young frame. and stole his skin and his throat, even his lungs. Only through repeated therapies could the parasites keep him alive. Most of his life became something the parasites gave to him.
And then he lost the ability to die.
That is correct. The parasites live on past the host's death, still aiding cell composition. At that stage, there is no way to extract them from the host cells. There is no way of knowing when the last cell of Skullface's body would die. The only choice was to burn the whole thing. And his children, along with it. And I am one to talk. When my life is snuffed out, I expect you to treat my body the same way. And when I burn, I will truly be one with my children for the first time. You say there were 3 English vocal parasites.
According to Skullface, yeah.
Skullface had 2 of the English strain with him. You burned both of them.
There was an oil fire. I tossed him in.
So that just leaves 1. And you tell me Skullface said he used it.
He said it was very close to me.
Very close. One of your comrades, or someone ordered to kill you. Or he could have been speaking metaphorically.
Metaphorically?
Close to your spirit, close to your heart. Someone who either loves you or despises you.
The second one makes a long list.
Whichever it is, act with caution. Skullface implanted someone with the English language strain. Who it is irrelevant.
Why?
I tell you what Skullface really meant. Very close to you means you will be exposed. All the infected here have been given the Wolbachia. Even if the vocal cord parasites infect them now, they cannot reproduce. But if there's a different host among us, host to the English strain.
If that were the case, we'd see the symptoms.
What about the non-English speakers?
We have plenty of those, but the staff use English as a common language.
But if that someone has not spoken English yet, and begins to speak it now,
there'd be another outbreak.
The final mating pair of the English strain must be found immediately. Skullface is gone, but his threat still remains. On this base, do you see what the final mating pair is? With him dead, those parasites are the stain he wished to leave upon the world. His thirst for vengeance. In the flesh. Think. Does anyone here bear a grudge against you? Who would target you, specifically?
The ethnic cleansers that Code Talker mentioned, they weren't Skullface's true goal. All we have is circumstantial evidence, but here's my theory. It was Cypher who started developing the vocal cord parasites as bioweapons, parasitic weapons, and Africa was the testing ground for them. As Code Talker said, their purpose is the ethnic cleansing of only those who speak a particular language. So they could do a weapon of mass destruction to eradicate specific groups, races, ethnicities, or colonies by the language they speak. Or a kind of absolute language control. Or maybe a tool for those arrogant fools to build some misguided utopia. I could see plenty of uses for them. However, in practical terms, they wouldn't be as dangerous as you'd think. Counteracting the parasites is easy, after all. Cut them out of your throat to save your life, or just don't talk. That also prevents the infection from spreading. So if the international community were to find out about them, they'd no longer be the threat they were conceived to be. In which case, their targets would be limited to minority groups as a deterrent or a terrorist tool. It's hard to imagine Cypher developing something like that as a main weapon for their arsenal. That leads me to think we've only tugged on one little thread in Cypher's grand tapestry. an obscure corner of their work, possibly forgotten altogether. In any case, things changed when Skullface was forced to relocate to Africa and he saw that thread dangling. All the time he continued that research, he was secretly following his own agenda. The ethnic liberator parasites, his English language strain. Skullface said there were only 3 samples of the English language strain parasite, and I think we can believe him. Bringing his ethnic liberator's plan to fruition depended on creating an English version of the vocal cord parasites at all costs. But an English strain would have been useless to Cypher. Worse, it could have destroyed everything they'd built. It was the one type they couldn't allow. That means Skullface was forced to develop his English strain out of sight of Cypher's network. Naturally, he couldn't use the greenhouse facility Cypher had set up and filled with guinea pigs. Skullface must have found some secret place to create his precious few English parasites, hiding all evidence like a man cheating on his wife. Somewhere, an entirely standalone environment. And when his plan entered its final phase, he must have made the place disappear. Some little room, could be anywhere, but now nowhere at all. We'll never know where he did it, but to elude Cypher's surveillance, it couldn't have been big. I believe Skullface was telling the truth. There were only ever 3 samples of the English language strain. Why activate Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan? This is how Skullface wanted things to play out. The Soviet Union secretly develops a new type of nuclear weapon and successfully deploys it in Afghanistan. Revealing the existence of Sahelanthropus results in a return to the glory days of the Cold War. The threat it poses reignites the nuclear arms race between the world's major powers. The demand for nuclear weapons increases around the globe. What if you then introduced a nuclear weapon anyone could get their hands on? Non-nuclear nations, militant groups of all shapes and sizes, they'd all jump at the chance. Sahelanthropus was a marketing tool to sell nukes all around the world. But I think it's safe to say that plan was stamped out before it got up and running. The world's intelligence agencies never did turn up anything conclusive on it. After all, Sahelanthropus vanished before word could spread. Everything that's happened is already a fading memory, never to join the pages of history. Except for Cypher. Cypher won't forget. They'll already be working on something, quietly, beneath the surface. They'll use the pieces of data scraped together from this incident to build their own bipedal weapon. It'll take them a long time to complete it, but for now, the greed sector have found their new life's work. We'll have to be ready too.
The agent that the CIA had working for them inside OKB-0 has gone missing. We've been given the job of finding and extracting him. The target learned of XOF's plans to use vocal cord parasites and had hidden himself with the CIA's Mujahideen allies. But following Skullface's death, the Soviets retook OKB-0 and all contact with the target was lost. He may have tried to go back to OKB-0, but even Langley isn't sure what's going on. After all, they've never even learned of Skullface's plan. That's probably what they want to get out of the man once he's extracted. But we can't allow Langley to learn of the existence of the vocal cord parasites. That's why I want you to bring the target out, boss. Once we have him, we can report him dead and keep him on base. All contact with Langley is being conducted through a cutout. Our reputation should remain intact. As for the reward, it's already in the hands of the cutout. All you have to do is get the job done. Just like always.
Right, what are we taking with us? Probably don't need the RPG anymore. Should we go back to Trank? It's pretty damn good. Just the standard, really. She using her Trank? Yeah. We've got the silver version now, like we care. Just keep her as is. She's nearly maxed out. Once she is, assuming we have anything left to do at that point, we'll switch her out and probably bring back in D-Dog. She has been useful, but use a bit of D-Dog would be nice. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's go.
Find and extract the missing CIA agent. The target was laying low with the friendly Mujahideen during the vocal cord parasites incident. The man headed back to OKB-0 after the Soviets recaptured it. Check the target's VI on your iDroid.
Guy in a hood. Got it.
Be careful down there, boss.
Head to it. There's something we've not tried yet. Is it the rocket arm? God, I can actually control it. I'm a madman! Well, there you go, that's how that works. Because you can use it to knock people out. You would think it is quite noisy though. I don't know, I'm a simple pimple, you know, I like my trank pistol, the close range stuff, and then now I've got the suppressed trank sniper rifle. Just use that. Either that or the lethal version is fine. But you know, if we want to capture people. Which I only wanted to do that was so we could unlock new weapons, like the trank or suppressed rifles and whatever else. Now where is this mark? Oh, right. She's down here, so what is going on down here? This is the place we did one of the first missions. One of the earlier missions, anyway. He had an A or something? A plus? We go and acquire some new friends. Thank God they're not all wearing fucking helmets. He is, though. Mosquito bite to the leg, then. Healed. Mosquito bite. Don't think that hit. There you go, that did. Why have you not gone to sleep? Oh, that's most of it. Let's go and claim our new hires. Okay, that guy's not going to sleep, so maybe we didn't quite get him. Huh?
You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board.
I was on his face. Give me a break. Skiers are crazy, aren't they, this time of year? Whizzing past your face like that. Love that they don't mark up as red enemies anymore. Is that because the Intel's team's better now, is it? Oops.
He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Music, didn't we get this one already, or did I never get around to getting it because I had to abandon ship? No. No. Pick up the... Shut up, you're getting me a copyright strike. I don't know, did we get that one already? I don't remember. Sorry, sir. You're being rescued. However, you do have to work for us the rest of your life. There's the guy that's armored up. I apparently didn't get. No, this is a different guy. He's down there. I don't know why I'm picking you up.
You gotta extract him.
Okay, up here.
Okay,
Oh, is this one of the guys I knocked out and I haven't got back to?
Talk.
All about you, mate. That guy's still not asleep. What is with this guy? He completely trank proof or what? Pretty sure I hit him in the soft part of the leg.
On board. Leave the rest to us.
Go to sleep. I'm gonna have to CQC his ass. That sleep grenade. There we go, that one worked. Will it work on me? I have to shake the stick and Y? Okay. Who the fuck's this guy now? Two guys over there, which I guess I should just go do to wrap up this place.
He's coming too. Roger that.
They're coming this way now anyway, due to that radio call. Let's send Buddy to scout this place.
You gotta extract him.
Thanks for bumping her up and down there.
Spit it out.
You know what I should do while I'm here? Destroy this thing so we can land here. Or, not, I guess we could land here, but we could also escape via this area.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
What is that thing? Crack. What can I do with a crack? Like a climbing thing, maybe? A dumpster. Just keeping an eye out if there's like intel on there, or not intel, blueprints. But I don't see any, but there probably isn't any there. I just wonder if they appear on the map at all at this point. This isn't even the place, this is just another fucking camp that's in my way. Got an A+ guy there. We had a bit of scope. I'm running over there. We may as well have a supply drop. It's just for the suppressor, but thing wears down so fast. Take a few guns, why not? Always one snowflake that has to fall asleep under the tent, not out in the open.
He's coming too. Roger that. You gonna extract him?
Can she move on? The camp's in like a nowhere kind of area where she can't really go. Fortunately.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Coming too. Roger that.
Cross the dunes then.
Target's probably already outside the original predicted FOM. You'll have to look for him yourself. Try interrogating some of the soldiers. They may know something.
Yeah, about that. They're all at Mother Base. So can you ask them for me? Can we look at where we are with like friendship with our buddies? Like, it's quite even maxed out yet. I know she was like one off, but so where am I going? I guess I'm going. I mean, I'll have a quick look around here, but it looks like I'm going to where she is anyway to have a word with some people. I mean, to be fair, I did interrogate some people. I didn't get anything out of them though. Well, this will really help finding something. Thanks, game. Nothing that I can see. The storm gonna last. Yeesh. Now this place again. This is where we found the hedgehogs. Some heavily armored guys, huh? And walkers too. Nice. Change gun. We tried tranking those guys and they didn't really take, did they? That hit. I heard it hit something. Sounds like it's hitting armor. This is now the new downside to the sniper, is the scope range is a little pants. See, that sounded like it hit armor again. It sounded better. Okay, let's do what we did last time we came here, just head around the left side and sneak in. Well, I didn't want to fall down there, but that's fine, I guess. Rather it mark them up, just so I know where they are. In the peepus. Nice ass. Oh yeah, I do need to have a word with some of them, don't I?
Hear that, boss? Quarantining the target is convenient for us, but if worst comes to worst, they might kill him. You better hurry. Boss, got an emergency report from the intel team. Someone has taken over the observation post north of Lamar Khatay Palace, and a vehicle has just left the post, headed for the palace. Watch yourself. This could be connected to the target.
I just don't think you can track these guys, huh? Which is annoying because he's on a walker. Oh, he's coming now. Fuck. I should have hit.
Boss, with that panic going on, they could decide to kill the target. Hurry.
Do I even know where he is yet? I mean, there's targets over there.
Boss, with that panic going on, they could decide.
I know.
Hurry.
That go past him, did it? That's inconvenient. Your lucky day, mate.
You gotta extract him.
Shields. Guy's still there. Is that anyone near him? Oh, fuck. There we go. Sleepy times. Who's shooting me? Oh, let's run another one. Not good. Oh, come on, another one. Am I not behind cover there?
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake?
I wasn't trying to fucking extract everybody, this would be much easier.
Boss, the target has already reached the objective area. You can check the target's location on your iDroid.
He's not there though, is he? Where is he? I don't even know. There is people here that we'll try and go get, I guess. What am I looking at? I'm sorry, who saw me?
Quarantining the target is convenient for us, but if worst comes to worst, they might kill him. You better hurry.
Let Quiet do her thing.
Boss, got an emergency report from the intel team. Someone has taken over the observation post north of Lamar Khate Palace, and a vehicle has just left the post, headed for the palace. Watch yourself. This could be connected to the target.
Go to sleep. Trying to save your life, you idiot. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Snake, are you okay?
Well, I don't even know who saw me, so I couldn't reflex shoot him because I couldn't see anybody.
Boss, the target has already reached the objective area. You can can check the target's location on your iDroid.
But they're not there, are they? We run through there. I'm sure that won't stick because he's going to see it and wake him up probably. Okay, well, we try again and maybe Mystery Man won't see me.
Штаб, это КП. Объект прибыл в дворец. Что указаний? Прием. Принято. Возможно, объект используется для передачи инфекции. Контакты с ним нужно свести к минимуму. Кроме того, объект, возможно, работает на запад. Если он будет вести себя подозрительно, расстреляйте его. Конец связи.
Hear that, boss? Quarantining the target is convenient for us, but if worst comes to worst, they might kill him. You better hurry.
See, this is where D-Dog would be better.
Got an emergency report from the intel team.
While we're
Someone's taken over
inside.
the observation post north of Lamar Khatte Palace, and a vehicle has just left the post, headed for the palace. Watch yourself. This could be connected to the target.
One I need is over there still. Don't we already know that though? But haven't I already been there? Where am I? Head to the roof. That count. Waking him up, I think. Say any of those hitting? Hey, we got a guy up there. Isn't there a guy on this floor? Go to sleep. Shut up. Not worth the hassle. sure there's someone here that's like an A+, but does it really matter? Guess I'm gonna have to smoke or sleep grenade him. I assume you can pull them off that thing they're on, but I can't even see if I can aim it from here. I don't know where that's gonna land. Oh! Didn't even notice you. I guess you were the guy that saw me last time, maybe? Just using that to check where everybody else was. Ow.
He's coming too. Roger that. Extract him. On board. Leave the rest to us.
No, get in the door.
That's the target. Looks like we found him. Target extracted. Exfiltrate the hot zone, boss.
Guys are annoying. There you go, good lad. I could have just shot that one because he wasn't armoured, but you know, whatever.
Roger that.
Come back for this guy in a minute. A few stragglers around, weirdly. What's this guy come? Go to sleep. Don't you do it. Thank you.
Where are your friends? Speak.
Didn't even shoot through the helmet. Hello? Thank you. Oh, I still miss. I thought I got these guys.
He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
Where was this guy?
He's coming too. Roger that.
Got it? I don't understand where these people keep coming from. Do I just not? Guess I just didn't extract this guy and his work up. Douche. If you survive this fall, you can come with us. That's your lucky day, innit? Oh, I'm out of Fultons, am I? Okay, you'll have to wait a minute.
That crack would make a good foothold. You can use crack climbing to make your way up.
Oh, these things? That might have been nice to know, like a little earlier on. Any hedgehogs in here that need rescuing? I see a little hedgehog in there. Just go get my... This guy waking up again.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Right, you little shit, where are you? Again with this door. Rescued.
Okay, subject is in.
So there's probably like two in that building, is there? Picks these up as bodies. They highlight on night vision a little either. Where are you? Come on, I'm getting you out of this dirty building and taking you to somewhere nice. Shits. Okay, well this might be getting a little out of hand. There's a lot of them. That one in this building? Oh. Did I come in here and just not notice that? Anyway. I think we're done here. Shall we wrap up?
Roger. Mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh? Boss, come on back to base.